Hello good people, Eber here with Hardware Canucks, and we're here at the Team Group Suite at Computex 2018, and we're here to check out some of the cool TUF Gaming Alliance memory. So let's actually check them out. But first, huge shout out to our sponsors, Phantix, Thermaltake, and Coolmaster. Without them, this coverage would have not been possible. So apart from checking out cases here at Computex, we wanted to cover something a bit different. So this is the TUF Gaming Alliance DDR4, and it pretty much breaks the trend of other memory. There's no heatsink or fancy RGBs, but rather a simple raw black PCB with mid-tone yellow graphics silk screen onto it. As you might have guessed, Team Group has teamed up with the ASUS TUF brand to launch these modules, and they're supposed to match certain motherboards in the TUF lineup. Right now, this product will only be launched into an entry-level price point with a 4x8GB kit that runs at 2400 MHz on Samsung B-die modules. Overclocking is possible, but the lack of a heat spreader means you need to ensure that there's adequate cooling if you want higher frequencies. Honestly guys, this memory kit looks absolutely amazing, but this isn't quite a finished product yet. The final version will have the yellow design on both sides of the PCB, and there may also be an additional speed bin released when they officially launch it a bit later this year. The other modules you may have seen in some of the last shots are the Vulkan TUF DDR4. These still have the yellow and black color scheme but incorporate a heatsink and will go for a higher price than the standard kit. Team Group expects this particular kit will use a combination of Micron and Hynix chips to achieve speeds of up to 3600 MHz while offering capacities of 16GB and 32GB. Okay, time to move on to something a bit more in line where a lot of the market is headed right now. Yeah, that's RGB again. But I think Team Group has done this thing right. Say hello to the T-Force Excalibur. This is one of Team Group's higher-end products, and it uses a unique internal diffuser to dissipate the RGB illumination, so each module produces a subtle glow rather than a harsh light. The setup also allows for a much larger viewing area than similar modules from companies like Corsair and G.Skill. The Excalibur is also available in two versions, one with a standard RGB light bar and another special edition with a unique crosshatch design. We were wondering which one would you prefer, so let us know in the comments down below. The very last bit of RAM I wanted to talk about is the new T-Force Extreme, which uses a very simple but highly effective heat spreader to achieve some amazing speeds. Now, this is Team's leading edge memory, so it doesn't come cheap, but by using handpicked Samsung B-die chips, it's certified to hit 4500 MHz. As a matter of fact, with the right cooling and by using a Coffee Lake CPU with a good memory controller, these modules have hit over 5500 MHz. Damn. Alright, so normally I'd stop here, but just before we left the meeting here at Team Group, we saw this thing hanging off a display. Basically, it's a zinc alloy 128GB USB 3.1 Gen 1 thumb drive that also acts as a bottle opener, box cutter, and a tape measure. I could have really used one of these during the show, and with a price of just $35 when it's launched in October, you should be wanting one too. Well, that's it from Team Group, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little pause from all the case news we've been posting recently. Hopefully you'll stick around since we've got a ton more content coming up from Computex 2018. I'm Eber with Hardware Canucks. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.